Right, we are tracking just a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms well off towards the north, back towards Charlottesville. Likely not make it here. Can't totally rule out an isolated sprinkle some of the northern areas, but a pretty pleasant evening. A little bit muggy out there. So take a look at the radar again. You can see at the top corner of the screen that isolated shower, and also one down here in Washington County that really hasn't moved over the past half hour, just sort of sitting there near Lake Mattamuskeet. So we'll be watching that. These showers again back towards Charlottesville and a few thunderstorms embedded with them, slowly working their way south and east again. Most likely they will fall apart as they get a little bit closer to the area and we lose all of that daytime heating. And that's really about it. Got a few more showers and thunderstorms down towards Charleston and off towards the north, but that's really more of a sign of just that heat and humidity that'll be building across Hampton Roads over the next few days. So here's Futurecast. Partly cloudy skies for the rest of the evening. Again, notice these showers off towards the west really falling apart. Can't totally rule out an isolated sprinkle maybe in some of the northern parts of the area tonight, but those odds are only around 5%. Notice that it'll be a muggy evening. Temperature still in the 70s by 11 o'clock tonight. And same thing as we get into tomorrow morning, 60s to around 70 degrees as those southerly winds bring in more heat and humidity. Now we have a front that is just off towards the north and it'll try to sag southward. So as we go through the day tomorrow, I think we will see a chance for a few thunderstorms, the better chances off towards the north. So we'll say only about a 20% chance across the south side and northeastern North Carolina, and those chances and odds will go up a little bit more once you move up through the middle peninsula and the northern neck, more like a 40 or maybe even a 50% chance of rain as we go into tomorrow afternoon. We'll be watching it closely. By the evening, I think most of that will fall apart, so we should be all right for the fireworks for Harbor Fest tomorrow evening. And then as we get into the day on Sunday, that front still off towards the north will sag a little bit farther south, and I think the rain chances will go up a little bit more on Sunday. Wide range of temperatures from the 70s across the coastline to 80s and maybe even near 90 inland. And again, a little bit better chance for some of those showers and storms for the second half of the weekend. A beautiful shot with our camera on top of the Chamberlain looking over the Chesapeake Bay. Temperature of 86 degrees, humidity at 55%, dew point starting to creep back up to 68, and that's when we really start to feel it. It gets a little bit sticky around 60, becoming uncomfortable around 65. So we are looking at a little more humidity out there, and that'll be the case over the next few days. 84 in Surrey, it's 86 in Hertford, 80 degrees right now in Melfa, 78 in Wallops Island, 80 in Matthews, but go across the river, it's 90 in Williamsburg, 87 in Portsmouth, and 83 in Elizabeth City. So for tonight, partly cloudy, a little more humid, 69 degrees. That slight chance of an isolated shower off towards the north. And tomorrow, a chance of a thunderstorm mainly off towards the north, otherwise partly sunny, high temperature of 88. Tomorrow night, a shower thunderstorm in a couple of spots, 72, with partly cloudy skies as winds switch around towards the northeast, and a little better chance for some of those scattered thunderstorms on Sunday, a high temperature averaging out around 83 degrees. And even a better chance for some rain on Monday with a high temperature of 80. And then we start to get into more of that typical summertime pattern where temperatures start to climb. 83 on Tuesday, 88 Wednesday, 87 Thursday, and 87 Friday with a chance of an afternoon shower thunderstorm each day.